EastEnders. First airing in 1985, it didn't just become a TV show, it became a cultural phenomenon. Set in the fictional borough of Walford in East London, the series introduced unforgettable characters, gripping storylines, and actors who would become household names across generations. From 1985 to 2026, EastEnders has remained a mirror of society, reflecting love, loss, resilience, and change. 1. Nigel Bates brought warmth and sensitivity to the show. His gentle personality and emotional storylines resonated strongly with audiences. Nigel Bates is remembered for representing kindness and vulnerability in a tough environment. Paul Bradley's work contributed to EastEnders' reputation for socially aware storytelling. 2. Kathy Beale portrayed a caring, resilient woman navigating family struggles and personal trauma. Kathy was a grounding presence in the early years. Kathy Beale remains a symbol of endurance. Gillian's portrayal matured alongside the character, showing growth, pain, and strength. Kathy's journey mirrors that of many longtime viewers. 3. Angie Watts was dramatic, glamorous, and emotionally volatile. Her turbulent marriage and iconic storylines made her one of the most talked-about characters of the 1980s. Angie Watts remains legendary. Anita Dobson went on to enjoy a diverse career beyond EastEnders, but her role as Angie remains her most iconic. The character's intensity still defines the show's early years. 4. Sharon Watts. Letitia Dean entered the show as Sharon Watts, the adopted daughter of Den and Angie Watts. Young, stylish, and emotionally complex, Sharon quickly became one of the show's most beloved characters. Her relationships and emotional struggles were central to many early storylines. Letitia Dean remains a fan favorite. Over the years, Sharon has transformed from a troubled teen into a resilient businesswoman and mother. 5. Pat Butcher. With her raspy voice, bold earrings, and fiery personality, Pat Butcher made an unforgettable entrance. Pam Street Clement brought strength, vulnerability, and realism to the role, making Pat one of the most iconic women in British soap history. Although Pam eventually stepped away from the show, her impact is timeless. By 2026, Pat Butcher is remembered as a trailblazing character who represented independence, survival, and emotional honesty. 6. Dot Cotton was instantly recognizable with her devout faith, moral rigidity, and deep humanity that brought warmth and contradiction, a woman who judged yet loved fiercely. Dot Cotton remains one of the most cherished characters in EastEnders history. June Brown's legacy endures through the countless storylines that explored faith, forgiveness, addiction, and family. Even years later, Dot's presence is still felt in Albert Square. 7. Arthur Fowler, the hard-working, often troubled patriarch of the Fowler family. Arthur represented the struggles of the working-class man, proud, flawed, and deeply human. Arthur Fowler is remembered as a cornerstone of early EastEnders. Bill Treacher's performance gave the show emotional credibility and realism. His work remains a defining part of the series' foundation. 8. Pauline Fowler. Wendy Richard portrayed the heart of the Fowler family. Strong, practical, and deeply protective, Pauline was a voice of reason in chaotic times. Pauline Fowler is remembered with respect and affection. Wendy Richards' performance shaped how soap matriarchs are written even today. Her influence remains embedded in the show's emotional DNA. 9. Ian Beale. Adam Woodyard was just a teenager when he took on the role of Ian Beale, one of the original characters of EastEnders. Back then, Ian was portrayed as an awkward, sometimes irritating young man trying to find his place in a tough East End environment. Few could have predicted that this character would become one of the longest-running figures in British soap history. By 2026, Adam Woodyard's name is inseparable from EastEnders. His portrayal of Ian Beale evolved through decades of love, betrayal, business failures, and personal tragedy. Adam has also explored stage work and reality television, but his legacy remains firmly rooted in Walford. He stands as a symbol of consistency and dedication in British television.